Well, good afternoon. This is KOCO Chief Meteorologist Damon Lane. Today is November 21st, and the big weather story across the Central Plains is the cold air that is moving in that we've been talking about all week long. During the noon hour coming in from the HRRR model, the cold air is lining up pretty nicely with what's actually happening here. We can see the cold air already through northwestern Oklahoma, right around Woodward, temperatures in mid-30s. The Oklahoma City metro is still rather mild, mid to upper 60s, even lower 70s in southwestern Oklahoma. That won't be lasting. You can see this cold air in Kansas right here. That is going to keep spilling down to the south. As we look at visible satellite here, much of America is just socked in with a deck of clouds. It's coming in right here, this shot from Oakley, Kansas. The roads are fairly dry, only a few cars driving out there as we look in towards right around Wellington, Kansas, which is located here in southern Kansas. A few cars driving on through. A lot of moisture, and the ground is very warm, which is why you're going to see this condensation there build up on the side of the roadways there. That might spell a little bit of trouble later into the evening as these temperatures keep dropping. And then as we look in towards the western parts of the Oklahoma City metro, you can see the clouds. They certainly are rather dark as we look out into the distance. We have winter weather advisories posted for much of the Oklahoma City metro, all of western Oklahoma, practically all of Kansas here, and the Texas Panhandle, including Amarillo up into the Oklahoma Panhandle. Guymon is included. And then in northern and northeastern Colorado, much of Wyoming, western Nebraska as you go out to Alliance and Chadron, and then just south of Rapid City, South Dakota. So winter weather advisories have been issued with this storm that is moving across. As we continue to head into the afternoon here, this is going to be for about 6 o'clock Thursday, that cold air having already made its way through the Oklahoma City metro, spilling down into places like Ardmore, southern Oklahoma, Lawton, the cold air already through, making its way through Lubbock. And as we look into Kansas here, you can see temperatures only in the teens and 20s. It'll be very cold. We will see some precip break out ahead of this cold air right here. Now, this is going to be all liquid right here as we look into right around Wichita Falls. As you make your way west of Ardmore, we're going to see some rain develop right around Tulsa, basically just make its way right on down into the Oklahoma City metro here, especially southern Oklahoma. We'll see some, what will likely be some ice and a little bit of light freezing rain, a little bit of light snow in towards Kansas. But then as we go into the early morning hours for Friday, and again, this is going to be for 6 a.m., this is going to be somewhat of a problem time frame for that morning commute where we are going to see some moisture. And again, this will be falling as a very light freezing rain, so something that we will have to watch from Tulsa down to Oklahoma City. And then we'll see freezing drizzle mainly in western and northern Oklahoma. And that's something that usually the models don't really pick up on too well, is drizzle. But with the cold air that we're going to have in place, again, we will see a light glaze of ice that's going to form on mainly bridges, overpasses, and on your cars if you park them outdoors. As we continue to look at temperatures, this will be for Friday afternoon around 6 p.m. It is still going to be cold, a few degrees above freezing. That might actually help us out here in Oklahoma City and make this just a very cold rain, but still we'll probably see a little bit of a light wintry mix from time to time. Western Oklahoma, temperatures up around Gage and Woodward, about 29, 30 degrees. We'll see the 20s and lower 30s in Kansas, and even down towards the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, temperatures only in the 40s. As we look at precip as we go into tomorrow afternoon, again, this is going to be a cold rain with a little bit of a freezing rain element to it. And again, accumulations are likely going to be very light as we go into Friday afternoon, especially south of I-40 here. As we go into Saturday afternoon, temperatures in the 40s, still pretty cold, but at least things are going to be dry. As we go into Sunday afternoon, more cold air coming in here. Look at this here for the Oklahoma City metro. And I'd say really about 32, 33 degrees. Stillwater about 32 degrees. Western Oklahoma about 30 to 32 degrees. So it certainly will be getting rather cold. So we're going to have the latest information coming up tonight on KOCO 5 News at 5, 6, and 10 on where this cold air is and the magnitude of icing that we are going to see. As of right now, I'm expecting there to be some wintry showers out there. But again, we'll have some more information coming up, and we'll talk about how the winter weather is going to impact that Friday morning commute. See you then.